Welcome to SST College of Arts and Commerce. You are watching SST Edupedia. In this video, we are going to discuss about the motivation, which is the part of human resource management. I am Assistant Professor Varsha Savlani. Today in this video, we will start with motivation. Motivation is nothing but encouragement. Giving the encouragement to the employees, those who are working in the organization. Motivations can be in the form of incentives, can be in the form of giving them the authorities to make the decisions, maybe by giving them the more support, opportunities, challenging jobs, setting the goals of individuals. These are the various elements of motivation. How in an organization the employees need to be motivated by the superiors. So motivation is nothing but deriving to do something. Now here we are talking about employees' motivation. So how the motivation should be given to the employees? Which are the factors from those the motivation comes from? The factors such as payment. The very basic factor of motivation is nothing but payment. We being a company, we need to increase the payment of each and every employee, so that the basic purpose of employment, why the people are working in the organization, to earn their bread and butter. So the company need to give them the increment in their payment. Maybe after a year or so, at least 5 to 10% increment every year the employee is expecting from the company. Another one is training. Might be employers not knowing how to do the work properly, so he or she might require the training to work smoothly, to have the effective smooth functioning in their job. So training is also one of the method where we can encourage the employees, where we can motivate the employees to work in the organization. Then job security. It is must that every employee should have the job security. Otherwise he or she will be in the tensed position, whether if their job is on a temporary basis. So they quite be difficult to take participation in the meetings, to take participation in the discussion. Responsibility. The more the responsibility the companies are giving, it is better. It encourages them to work in the organization to complete their task on time. Then companies' policies. It should be in favor to the employees. The company's policies should be related to the employees. Power, that is the authority to make the decisions, is also one of the important factor of motivation. Pension schemes. Like in the government organizations, earlier the employees were eligible for the pension. No doubt latest policies has stopped even the government employees. They are also not getting the pension. But earlier, those employees, those who are appointed before 2015, they are eligible to get the pension. Next, working conditions. There should be the good working conditions in the organization. The proper location. The location of the company should be nearby the railway station so that the employees can easily come to the organization. Then facilities. The extra facilities which the companies are giving. Like there are the facilities related to the canteen, related to the drinking water, related to the amenities, related to their ambitions. So these are the facilities which encourages the employees to work in the organization. Promotion. One of the important aspect which organization gives to the employees, like employee every time wants that their career should be developed. So with the help of promotion, that in placing the employee at the higher place, it's a source of motivation. Flexibility, especially related to the timing. Many company, especially MNC company, says that you have to work 8 hours. It's up to you whenever you are starting your job. Whenever you are starting the job, maybe say for example at 10 o'clock, at 9 o'clock, it's up to you. As per that, you have to complete the 8 hours. Then recognition. That is how the companies are recognizing each and every employee. Recognizing is nothing but maybe appreciating in front of all, giving them the awards, rewards, trophies. Then autonomy, freedom. the company should give the freedom to the employees to work in the manner how they want effectively in the organization. Then there is a vast difference between motivated workers in the organization and unmotivated workers in the organization. No doubt it is completely depend on the HR policies, how the HR manager encourages the employees. If in the organization, suppose let's take example, organization A has a very good HR policies. Over there in A organization, all the workers are motivated. Other side, the organization Z, over there the HR policies are not so good, not so in favor of the employees. So over there the workers are unmotivated. So what is the difference between the motivated workers and unmotivated workers? The motivated workers are loyal. It reduces the labor turnover cost. Means motivated workers are much loyal to the organization and they'll never think to leave the organization. They'll not resign the organization if organization is thinking about the employees. Other side, unmotivated workers, the absenteeism rate is high. Even the attrition rate is high. The new employees also are appointed. They are working hardly for 3 months, 6 months and they resign the job. Or maybe certain employees are absent regularly. Maybe due to the small issues, maybe they are not feeling well. At that point of time, they may absent. So, this is the difference between motivated workers and unmotivated workers. Next, enthusiastic. The workers, the employees also are motivated. They always offer the ideas. They always come up with the innovative suggestions. Talking about unmotivated, they always arrive the late. They are not bothered what the company is doing. It's up to the company. Company ka kaam hai, whatever they want, they can do it. Then, these employees arrive early. And motivated workers, they are very fewer absenteeism. When the actual circumstances happen, when they are actually sick, बहुत ही ज़्यादा if they are sick, they are unable to come. At that point of time, they'll take leave. Maybe hardly once in a month or maybe once in a entire 3 months में एक बार भी छुट्टी ले सकते हैं. Whereas unmotivated workers, they frequently take the leaves. Then the motivated workers are always objective oriented. They always focused on achievement of the objective. Whereas unmotivated workers, every time the superior need to say it. Yes, you need to complete this target, you need to complete this target. Now, motivation, there are the two types of motivation, two factors of motivation. That's very important. One is monetary motivation, another one is non-monetary motivation. The word itself has a meaning. Monetary, related to finance, related to capital. Non-monetary, apart from capital, non-monetary facilities also call it as non-financial rewards. So, monetary rewards means financial rewards, non-monetary rewards means non-financial rewards, what the companies are giving as a source of motivation to each and every employees. So, let's look after the monetary rewards. The monetary rewards, number one, payment system. The organization has a fixed payment system, like every time they'll give every year they'll give the increment of 10% to each and every employee. For example, another one is bonus schemes or incentives. The workers and the employees, those who are achieving the targets, over them the companies are giving them the incentives because they have achieved their targets, they have completed their task on time. Fringe benefits. The fringe benefits are extra benefits like car facilities, pick and drop facilities. Apart from them, there are the many other facilities which the companies are giving under the fringe benefits, which we will see in the detail in the next few slides. Next, staff discounts. कई बार कंपनीज अपने ही एम्प्लॉइज को स्टाफ डिस्काउंट्स देती है टू परचेज द बेसिक नेसेसिटी गुड्स, और द कंपनी इफ दे आर ओनिंग द अदर बिजनेस, सो ओवर दैट the companies may give them the offers, discounts and so on. So these are the monetary rewards. Monetary rewards are nothing but increment in the payment, giving them the incentives, giving them the bonus, giving them the staff discounts, fringe benefits. These are the different monetary rewards. Talking about the non-monetary rewards, non-financial rewards such as job enrichment, job enlargement, job rotation, teamwork, flexibility, empowerment, consultation. These are the various non-monetary rewards apart from money. How the companies can appreciate the employees. It's not only every time the money matters. The other things are also there in the part of the life, like giving them the awards, giving them the rewards, giving them the star performers of the month. There are so many ways and means how the companies are encouraging or motivating the employee. So the points which are written in the non-monetary rewards, we will see one by one these points. Okay. Job enrichment. Job enrichment is nothing but redesigning their job, more enriching their job by expanding their more duties, responsibilities, or rather we can say vertical expansion of their actual designation is called job enrichment. Another one is job enlargement. उसी same designation पे रह के उनकी duties और responsibilities को थोड़ा extend करते हैं ताकि that employee should learn more in that particular designation. Then payment system. The employees are eligible to have the more capital, to have the more salaries, more wages. It's as per their performance. Quality circles. Many a times the employees are giving the opportunity to be a part of quality circles. In quality circles, the experts make a team and those employees resolve the problem and improve the production in the organization. Empowerment is nothing but giving them the power and authority to make the decisions in the organization. Piece rate is nothing but giving them the payment which involves as per the quantity they have manufactured, especially to the workers. If per day the worker has manufactured 100 quantities, accordingly the wages are given. If next day they had manufactured 110 quantities, 10 quantity extra pay is given. As per the number of quantities they have manufactured, accordingly the wages have been decided. Then commission. Many times incentives are given in the form of commission. Like payment, जितना basic payment है उसका additional percentage. जितना उन्होंने targets achieve किया, जितना उन्होंने extra sale किया, उस पे उनको commission मिलेगा. Next is salary. The fixed regular payment which is expressed annually but paid monthly. Like ऐसे कहते हैं ना companies 4 lakhs का package है, 6 lakhs का package है. But entire year में एक बार 6 lakhs नहीं देती है company. Company pays monthly basis salary. Then profit share. Many times the companies are sharing the profit with their employees directly or indirectly in the form of bonus, in the form of incentives, in the form of special incentives especially. The company shares the profit with the eligible employees, those who are actually working in the organization. Then PRP, that is performance related pay. As per the performance of individual, accordingly the payment has been given. It's not that these are the part of the team, every member should get a similar payment. No. As per the individual performance, the payment has been decided by the organization. Then share ownership. There's a concept called ESOPs, Employee Stock Option Plan. So companies also give the part ownership to the recognized in the recognized organization to the top level employees. So these are the fringe benefits which I was talking about. The company's car, free drinks, free parking in the organization, staff discounts, pension schemes, or rather subsidized meals or travels. Okay. These are the benefits, overall benefits of the motivation. Whether the companies are giving monetary motivation or non-monetary motivation, these are the benefits which the employees and the companies are enjoying, like increased productivity. Company का productivity increase हो जाता है. The output is actually more than the input. Increased quality, quality of performance enhance हो जाता है company को automatically, because each and every employees are working so hard because they know their individual performance has been judged, their individual performance has been evaluated. Then lower level of labor turnover. The employees will not think about to leave the organization because they know if they are working hard, the company is recognizing them. Improved communication. Each and every employee works smoothly, effectively in the organization with coordination with all the other departments. Then higher level of innovation. Because all the employees are working at peace, automatically the innovation, the creativity, modification arises. Then greater work satisfaction. Workers will be satisfied because they know their payment is as per their performance. The companies are recognizing by giving them the awards, rewards, recognition, authority to make the decision, promotions. So they are satisfied with their work. They want to make their career in the same organization rather than switching their jobs. Next, lower level of industrial action. The industries will not take the action against the workers because obviously the workers will not do against the company's policies. Improved customer services. If employees are satisfied, automatically employees give good customer services, and hence at last it builds the reputation. It enhances the brand name of the company because ultimately the employees are there, those who are meeting directly with the customers. The company is not meeting directly to the customer. Employees represent the company, they are meeting directly to the customers. So it enhances the reputation of the organization. These are the various benefits from the motivation which organizations are getting. Thank you for watching.